Hello, my Sagittarius friends. Elsie here to do your reading. This is your energetic check-in for the week ahead. So I guess this covers Valentine's Day as well, right? We are here to do a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Sagittarius. And if you are wondering about how a general reading works, because this is a general reading, please read below. There is some specific information in the description below. Also, if you're interested in finding out your moon and your rising sign, please click at the bottom of my banner at the top of the page, and it'll take you to a place where you can figure out that other stuff and then come back and watch the readings for your moon and your rising sign if this sun sign does not resonate with you. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of a different reading. We're going to start with the overall energy for you. We're going to ask how your person is feeling about you, and that's whomever you're thinking of at this time. How do they view you? Any action and advice Spirit might have for you, and the outcome. So let's take a look here, and let's start with the overall energy for the reading. Overall energy is, we've got the Ace of Wands. We're looking at passion here. The beginning of something brand new, something that you're passionate about. So either it's going to be something work-related or something related to love. Let's check that out. How is this person feeling about you? They are feeling as though that they are... They're feeling as though they are... planting seeds of intention with you. Intention is the intentions of passion. So I feel like you two are in contact, that you are maybe chatting, you could be friends. I feel like this person is waiting for the right time to be able to ask you if you are interested in a passionate time. Then we have how they view you, and they view you as just maybe getting out of a relationship, closing a chapter of some sort, closing a cycle of some kind. And then we have the action and advice. So the action and advice, I feel like, is, hey, whoa, slow down. You know, you have a lot of options here. You don't really have to stick yourself to one person. That it is, when it is time for you to move forward after you close this other chapter and you learn your karmic lesson, that you are going to have a lot of opportunity, a lot of emotional opportunity going forward. So don't jump the gun. You've got a lot of time to make that decision. Don't feel pressured to stick yourself with one person. We have the outcome here. The outcome looks to be the Nine of Swords. So I feel as though your person, they are, you know, dropping little hints that they want to be with you. You're right now in a struggle to close a chapter. We'll find out what that chapter is about. But yeah, I think the warning here is, you know, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't go ahead and make sure that you are with one person, because I feel like there's a lot of opportunity coming up. I know that you're overthinking it, and the outcome is going to be like, I'm not really sure because I have all this opportunity. I'm not really sure what to do. So you're coming out of heartbreak, I believe, and the Three of Wands here tells me that you've been waiting for your heart to mend. That you thought that relationship that you had in the past, that was going to be your Ten of Cups, but I feel like the Ten of Cups poured out, and that there was no movement in this relationship. So then it was time for you to take your financial stability and go. So I feel as though you were yeah, it was time for you to close that chapter, because it just wasn't healthy for you anymore, Sagittarius. So that could be coming up, or maybe you've done that already. That really all does depend on you and how this is resonating for you. Let's do some clarifying here. Oops. Okay, so the overall energy is one of passion. Tell me about this Ace of Wands, please. And the overall energy being the Ace of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Wands, please. Thank you. Ace of Wands is telling me that there is lots of bright things going on when it comes to passion. I feel like maybe you're passionate about a certain topic. It could be passionate about a person, but mostly I think you're self-healing. I think you've been carrying around a lot of heavy things for a very long time. And the sun is here to tell you or show you that it's time for things to get a little brighter for you. So if you've been carrying around a lot of heavy energy, a lot of things that people have done and said to you, I think it's time for you to drop those. And I think that the universe has sent you the sun in order for that to happen. Yeah, your heart was broken in the past. I feel like also your mind, your mental health was not on point. The overall energy being passion, I feel like you're passionate about yourself again, finally. I also feel as though you are dropping these burdens about your heart being broken. And I think it's time for you to, lighten up, move into the future, do something different, figure out what it is that you love and go for that thing. How is that person feeling about you? How is your person feeling about you? I think that you may be in contact with them because I think they're dropping little hints about wanting to be in your life, that they want to maybe take it to another level. They want to grow something with you. And we have the Lovers. So this person feels as though they are your person. They're feeling as though that you are their soulmate and they're headed for you. They need to kind of nail you down before someone else does. And I feel like that's what the Seven of Pentacles is. So they're kind of, with communication, they're just letting you know that they feel like you are, Taurus, Libra. I think that they feel that you are someone who would be a good mother or someone who is a good mother, someone who's very creative and loving, someone who has a way to communicate with people and animals like no other. I feel like you make them feel as though they are super special in your life. The Lovers is a card of Gemini, of course. We have Seven of Pentacles, which is grounded energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. But I feel like these two major arcana cards on the Seven of Pentacles is telling me that there is something that you need to do, and that's connect to spirit, right? Because the Empress is highly intuitive. She's also, like I said, a mother and a wife, but she is highly intuitive, and I feel like you really need to connect to spirit in order to get the answers that you need about the situation. Because if you do head in the direction of this person and you are not healed, if your heart is still in a state of being broken, this is just not going to work for you. It's not going to work. You're going to have to close the chapter and be done before it starts. You did walk away or will be walking away from someone who just doesn't have the things that you need. They can't give you what you need in terms of emotional stability. I feel like you may have walked away from this person in the past because they weren't ready. They weren't ready to plant any seeds with you. They weren't ready to keep these 8 cups full. They loved you. They do have love for you, and they feel like you are their person, but you had to walk away because they just were not, your concerns were not their concerns. They were sort of walking to a different waltz, I guess, that they felt as though they needed to do the things that they needed to do emotionally for themselves. And the two of you grew apart, and that was that. So you close a chapter with this other person. Tell me about the World, please. When you close a chapter, the World is the last card in the Major Arcana series. This means that you have gained a lot of knowledge. You'll never go back. You'll never go back to a situation where you're not being treated well enough. I feel like once you close the old chapter, then you start feeling better about yourself. Passion comes back. You feel like you could date, that you feel better about you, that you're falling back in love with you, that you have passion about yourself that you haven't felt in a very long time. And what else do we have here? Yeah, and I feel like you're a little bit defensive still, but that's, you know, it is what it is, right? Because you are going to feel defensive coming out of some sort of a relationship where your heart was broken, right? And you were carrying a lot of burdens. So something broke your heart. You were carrying a lot of burdens that you want to drop. The 10 is telling me that you're going to drop them. And I feel like you're still feeling a little bit defensive about that. You are going to take the higher ground. I feel like you're protecting something or someone that you don't necessarily want to talk about with this new person. Yeah, you're looking to the past here. The 5 of Cups tells me that you're looking into the past, feeling sad that it didn't work out, that you are more focused on what you've lost than what you are about to gain. So that tells me that you're not healed yet, Sagittarius. So when all of this goes down and you do close the chapter, please make sure that you're healing yourself, because if you don't, it's just gonna, you know, it's gonna go into Groundhog Day, right? Things are gonna happen the same over and over and over again. I feel like you're overthinking some things here. I know that you want to make sure that the person that you meet next is going to be someone who is kind and loving and who is going to have, you know, the same sort of idea about moving forward as you do, but I feel like you're really overthinking it. You know that you have a lot of opportunities when it comes to emotion, and I feel like it's making you nervous just a little bit. We have the 6 of Pentacles here. Really what you want is you don't want to be breadcrumbed anymore. You don't want somebody to give you just little bits here and there. You want the full meal. So you want the reciprocity. You want them to put in 100% and you put in 100% as well. The 7 of Pentacles tells me that maybe you have been dropping the same hints as your person here, that your person, when they look at you about how you're feeling, they start dropping these seeds of intention. Well, I feel like you're doing the same thing here, that in the action and advice, it says here that you are, that it's favorable for you to have someone who doesn't breadcrumb you, right? Who's not giving to 2 people, that you should be dropping the seeds of intention if that's what you want to do, if it's something that you want to carry on with. If you do want to have this emotional fulfillment, and knowing that you have a lot of options, that you should be dropping the seeds of intention as well. So preparing yourself for a relationship, preparing yourself for, you know, being worthy of this reciprocity that's coming your way, and having a new start. That's exactly what you need. So preparing yourself for maybe starting brand new in your life, taking new steps, moving forward, like the Fool, right? Not really having a whole lot of information about what's going to happen in the future, but taking the leap of faith anyway, and deciding that maybe it's not so bad, you know, to drop those seeds of intention and start growing the ideas and maybe the money that you want to make in the future. But you're definitely going to need the reciprocity. We do have the 10 of Swords here. Okay, so you're definitely not healed here yet. This is the outcome here, and I feel like if you do get together with this person at this time, I feel like it's going to lead to a breakup. It's going to lead to overthinking, being sad in the night, not being able to sleep. I think this person isn't ready for a relationship. They do love you. They do think of you as someone who is the Empress. But I feel like it would be really easy for them to, you know, start the passion that we saw under here, and then maybe, be done. But I feel like the outcome here is going to be one of sorrow and not being able to sleep at night, something coming to a painful end. There's going to be a lot of healing, which you should have done anyway in the first place. There should have been a lot of healing anyway. And the 9 of Wands, because you've been hurt. You've been hurt. And I feel like you're just starting to feel good about who you are again. You're just starting to feel good about feeling passionate about who you are and the things that you want to do. I feel like you spent too long, like a longer time than you should have, in this other relationship, the one that broke your heart. And it may have been someone who is a wealthy man that broke your heart. So you may have been in a relationship where everything that you wanted was handed to you, and you're not really sure how you're going to get along after this, unless you're someone who's making a lot of bank, right? But you could also be getting advice from someone who is wealthy. So now that you're on your own, you could be getting advice, money advice from someone who is wealthy, just learning how to make your future brighter. And then we have concern. And I feel as though this person, the person who is feeling a certain way about you, that they have a concern that that they love you more than you love them. They're already pulling the Lover's card, which tells me they think that you're their soulmate. They feel as though you are just perfect, the perfect person for them. And I feel like they have left another relationship in order to be with you. So the concern is, will you still be wanting them or not? I feel like it's been a hot minute since you guys have seen each other. The Seven of Pentacles tells me that things have been growing. You've been planting things and things have been growing. So it's been a while. And there's already a bloom on the thing that's been growing, right? Main female, this could be you, or it could be someone that you're thinking about. It could be the person that you broke up with. I feel like that this could be a male who's favoring the feminine energy, or this is a female. So we all have divine male and female energy. This could definitely be someone who is someone who is older. They view you as someone who is the main female. So they view you as someone who might be older and wiser. And I feel like the main female means that they don't really have anyone else that they're looking at but you. So you are their main female at this time. And the action and advice here. Action and advice is for you to start again. For you to start again, plant your own seeds. And we have bad health. So just be aware of that. Be aware of the person that is coming to you. Could be someone who is in bad health. It also could be you. But I feel as though that this is actually energy that is the action and advice, right? The action and advice is from stuff that's gone on in the past. So I feel like you need to work on making sure that you're healthy mentally and physically, that there has to be some changes going on in your life in order for you to be able to be strong. And I feel like, you know, this person looks like they're in pretty good health. I feel like if you went and saw a doctor, probably it would be a good idea, just to make sure that everything is up to date. So it's time that you're taking care of you, is essentially what it's saying here, that the emotion and the overwhelming emotion that you're feeling is you're in a new start. You're trying to plant seeds for yourself. I feel like you are that you're wanting reciprocity for sure, whomever you meet. And I feel like there could be a doctor that might give you some advice about change if you are someone who feels like you could be in bad health. All right, so the outcome here. Outcome is a journey. Okay, so you are taking a journey of self, I believe. And it is you who is the only person that is going to be able to clear this up. So I feel like once you figure out what it is that you want in this life, and I don't feel as though what you want is another relationship, to be honest, but I feel like you are on a journey of self, loving yourself, making sure that you know, that you're not the Nine of Wands, that you're not feeling like the wounded warrior. I feel like you want to get your health on track, because I feel like when we're in relationships, some of us, we tend to give everything to the other person. And I think that was you, Sagittarius. And I think you need to be thinking more about yourself than the other person. Be patient. It all takes time. If your health has been suffering, that good health does take time. If you are having mental health issues, these things do take time as well. It's definitely a journey of loving who you are, things coming to an end so new things can start. Live your soul, not your role. It's time for you to do so. You know, someone may have tried to stick you in a box and decide what they wanted you to be, and you couldn't travel outside that box mentally, mentally or physically. It could be that they actually did keep you at home, but live your soul, not your role. Is what does your soul want to do to fly? You have to decide what that is and begin to explore that. Last card. This is your wake-up call. So I feel like getting yourself back in good health is the wake-up call. Or this is a wake-up call to get yourself back into good health, to love yourself for sure, and to make sure that things are in order financially, physically, mentally. This is your time to do that. And then we have girl talk, time with friends. It is time for you to maybe just have time with friends rather than dating, because I really don't see much of about dating here. I see this person here who is feeling as though that you are their person. They are going to come forward, but it really is up to you whether you want to take their hand and go with them or not. And how are you going to discern whether you should or not? Make sure that you're healed. Not today. It says not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, calling a person, boundaries, and you're still angry. So I think that the ex is probably out. You're probably not really talking to anybody at this time of healing. We have wedding rings here. Wedding rings, it says union, wedding, married, soul, connection, eternal, love, and everlasting promise. Okay, so you could be thinking about this person, but I feel like that's their energy thinking about you. And then we have the snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder. Yeah, the other woman. Just be careful. Be careful of dating. Be careful who you get together with. Make sure that the person doesn't just, come to you with this and say, hey, I got a lot of money, come on by. And just don't fall for that, because what you are doing, the path that you're on, Sagittarius, is one of health, mental health, physical health. I think getting to know yourself again, going on a self journey, and making sure that you have what you need at this time rather than sharing that with other people. All right, that's all I have for you today, Sagittarius. I hope that was something that you wanted to hear. If it did resonate, please leave me a note down below, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.